Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, our guest author this morning hails all the way from UMhlabuyalingana, northern KwaZulu-Natal, Phumla Ngubane, who is a mind transformist. And the speaker has recently published her new book titled, What Happened to You? The book aims to highlight issues surrounding healing the inner wounded child caused by childhood trauma. Now, Phumla Ngubane joins us now on Zoom to tell us more about the contents of her second offering. Phumla, a very good morning to you. Welcome to Morning Live. I mean, in your own words, just give us a brief outline of what this book is about and why you saw the need to write it.
Good morning, Lebo, and all the viewers. The reason why I wrote this book was the first book that I wrote called Issues Flowing Underneath the Smile. And then in that book, we were focusing only on the issues that we face as young adults or maybe youth. And then I noticed through the a journey of doing talks with this book, or maybe a book talk, I found out that no, problems that it doesn't just stop when we are old, but there's something that when you maybe are faced with events or challenges or tests, the way you respond to the situation has to do more with what happens to you when you grow up, the way we were born. So I decided now to write this book, but especially why I decided to actually get that aha moment. It was when I see the video on social media where the child, I think he took a phone to school. The child was 6 or 7 years old. And then when he refuses to give the teacher the phone, the teacher called 911, which is for other teachers to come and rescue her into getting this phone from this child. And then to me, I asked myself, who is wrong? Whom to blame? Are we blaming the teachers at school, or are we blaming the parent, or are we blaming this new child in the world who is only 6 or 7 years on earth? Then I found out that no, there's no child who is born with anger issues. There is no child who is born with tantrums or maybe who want to bully other kids at school. But it's because, whatever that is happening with a child is because of what happens to a child. And then I had to go back and check that maybe at home, the families or maybe the parents are toxic. And then that those toxic parents can project those toxic emotion to a child, and then the child can act out. And then when the child acts out at school, the teacher will think that maybe it's the drama between the child and the teacher, only to find out it's only a coping mechanism for a child. Yeah. So I believe that if we can maybe educate also teachers to understand what is childhood trauma, they can be able to change the way they treat these kids at school. And also, I look at the parents that we as parents, because these are our children now who are 6 and 7, we need to embark on a journey of reparenting ourselves. Because when we reparent ourselves, we can able to raise the children that are toxic-free, who are going to grow to be a toxic-free partners, and who is going to grow or maybe raise toxic-free kids. So shortly, I can say with my book, I noticed that everyone or all children deserve to be safe from harm, safe maybe from having nothing. They must able to be maybe secure or be safe in harm, fear, or maybe lack. So when we talk about safety, we are not only talking about maybe physical security, but we are also talking about emotional and also spiritual well-being. Yeah. So if the child is well taken care of at home, where the child is being raised from, their boundaries become respected. But when the child has been maybe raised in the family where their needs were not met, the sense of security, God get destroyed. And then the child can start maybe being hyper-vigilant, as a way of coping. So I say, if we can maybe try to embark on the journey of finding out why are we behaving the way we do, because this book will help you understand why are we behaving the way we do. And then once you find the reason why, you can now start to embark on a journey of healing.
Yeah. Phumla, you say that this book will lower the rate of issues such as school bullying, teen pregnancy, GBV. Tell us more about this.
Yes, see, if you are able to embark on the journey of healing, you are able to discover yourself, and you're going to see the red flags whenever you get in a relationship. Either it's friendship, relationship, maybe partners, intimate or maybe romantic relationship, or even business. You're always, if you have discovered who you are, you become like a GPS wherever you go, because you are able to notice earlier the red flags, and you are able to say no. What is it that this relationship is providing to me that I'm able to be vulnerable and able to maybe break my boundaries? So if you have found out who you are able to build around the fences to able to defend yourself or protect yourself. But if you are not building anything, it's impossible that you can do the fencing or maybe make the fencing, because there's nothing that you're building. So whenever you are maybe, let's say, a relationship, because those are the gender-based violence. I've been in another neighborhood where I was visiting my niece, and the neighbor, she told me that every time they are fighting, but in the morning they will be smiling, everything will be fine. It's like a no, and I noticed that no, there's something wrong with them. There's something that happened. It might happen that maybe their parents were toxic, and this is what they know it is a relationship. You will find that another lady would say, if he doesn't beat me, that means he doesn't love me. So you can tell that there's something happened to this lady. There's no one who can enjoy it and then believe. You have to be beaten to believe that you are being loved right. Yes. So I think reading this book, you will be able to become like a GPS.
Yeah.
You're able to find those red flags and able to confront them.
Phumla, I mean, why do you say that most of us believe that the way we think, feel, and choose is determined by how we were raised?
Yeah, it's because the child, when it's born, yes, I'm not yet a psychologist, but I'm starting to write it. The child, when is born, becomes like a sponge. So the child takes everything that is happening around from the pregnancy, The child will take everything that is happening from around, from emotions. Maybe the parent is feeling when the parent is pregnant, and then it will create the experiences. When it's born, yes, we know that the child is not talking, maybe it's eating, crying, and sleeping, but the child is taking everything that is happening around. Every voice is the way you guys speak, the tone of voice, the emotions, and everything. So when the child grow up in an environment where there is toxic, they are who they are is built up by the environment that they grow up around. So that's who the child becomes, because the child doesn't go down from heaven with all the information of what the world is, but the children takes everything from their parents. So that's why the way we think, feel is determined by who we were raised, how we were raised. Sorry.
All right. Phumla, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the book. Such a powerful cover you have there. Thank you so much. Transformational speaker and author Phumla Ngubane. And we're just in conversation with her about her new book titled, What Happened to You? Look at that cover. Such an amazing cover. All right. Now it's just almost